Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of First Person, as always sponsored by the Precision Strip Company up in Minster, Ohio. We talk about them all the time. They're looking for good people to hire, people that you may want to be a part of, whether it's a new career, a change in career, or you want to finish your career. They're always looking for quality, and they may be looking for you. Give them a call, check them out online. The Precision Strip Company sponsors the First Person, and for 4 years now, on PressProsMagazine.com. More basketball this week, a little state champion basketball, because we're in Tri-Village. Many of you recognize Brad Gray on my right, the head coach of the reigning Division IV champions. Go ahead and smile.
It's got a nice ring to it.
It's got a really good ring to it. Thank you for taking the time. I really wish we could have done this 6 weeks ago at the beginning of the season. On the other hand, this is a good time, Brad, to sit down and talk about this, because you're off to another good start, 11, 12, and 1, something like that, up at the top of the rankings, the early rankings of Division IV basketball, coaches poll across the state. And I was thinking the other day, in fact on the drive down here, how much last year's experience has meant to you. Got young kids playing now.
We do.
You got Kennedy Hager in the post, but you got a lot of kids that are seeing the elephant for the first time, and how much that experience of last year being around Torrey and being around Morgan Hunt and Riley Sagister has helped these girls come in and not miss a beat.
Yeah, it's we have the experience that we have back is Bella Black as a senior, Sydney DeLong is a sophomore now, and Kennedy Hager is a sophomore now, and those three all got significant minutes. Bella started for us last year, as well as Sid, and really Kennedy played starters minutes off the bench for us. I think the experience that those three gained by going through that long tournament run last year has really helped bring our young kids along. You know, we're playing about 8 kids right now. 2 of those kids are seniors, the rest are freshmen and sophomores. So we're pretty young, but even though we're young, we do have that experience. Their roles are different, much different compared to what they were last year. Last year it's no secret we leaned heavily on Riley Sagister, Morgan Hunt, and Tori Richards. Bella's role has had to increase, Sydney's role has had to increase, and Kennedy's role has definitely had to increase as well.
Is there such a thing, now you think about this, as osmosis in basketball? And by that I mean, you're sitting over there on the bench, you're not getting substantive time, but you're getting to watch, you're getting to be around those girls, and that culture can rub off. Is that real or is that imagined?
No, I think it's real. I think a lot of that goes with we like to say our kids here are program kids. They kind of grow up from the time they're in elementary with a basketball in their hands. This is a community that loves the game of basketball. I think values the importance of athletics, and unfortunately we are a basketball crazed community. The kids see that, they grow up watching it, they see the big game atmosphere, and they want to be a part of it. And then when you're getting into junior high and you're starting to kind of get into the system of play, I think everybody wants to wear the varsity uniforms come Thursday night league games or Saturday premier non-league games, whatever it might be. But when those kids are sitting over there and they're seeing how we do things, from a program standpoint, I think they know what the expectations are when it comes their turn. You mentioned what basketball means to this community, and I want to pay this community and your school board and everybody a compliment. We're sitting in your new facility here, and it is gorgeous. We're very fortunate.
This is gorgeous. This is money well invested, well spent, and this helps that culture. This helps that culture. So good on you guys in New Madison, Ohio, for making this kind of investment in the future.
Yeah, we appreciate the support that we get, not only from from our board and our administration, but just the community as a whole. It's been tremendous.
Brad Gray, the coach of the state champion in Division IV here at New Madison and Tri-Village High School. I want to talk about a point that I think about a lot of times when you hear people talk about it's the destination and the journey? Which is the more important? You've been here 18 years. You've had good basketball teams. I remember talking with you a decade ago when you got to the Final Four with some of the girls back then and got roughed up a little bit, I think, in the semifinal round and fought for years to get back to where you were last year. Now you are the champions. And I tell a lot of people who say, oh, it's always the journey, because the destination is so hard to appreciate long term, but the journey stays with you. A lot of that's kind of BS if you're the person who's had to endure. How have you endured that long and been that committed?
First of all, the journey is, there's definitely value in the journey. Do I wish our journey would have happened a little quicker? I mean, sure.
Doesn't look as good as the ring.
You're right. I do wish the journey maybe would have happened a little bit quicker. I also think, for me personally, and I think even for our kids, you were around last year when we won. You saw the reaction of our kids and everything. I think we had a really good appreciation for how hard it was, because we were so close for so long. I think sometimes teams, the journey isn't as long, and sometimes maybe you don't appreciate the accomplishment as much.
I'm sure it feels different here than it does at Berlin Highlander, Fort Laramie, or Minster.
Maybe it does, yeah. I know we have and I'm sure those programs have great appreciation for it as well, but it was a lot of hard work, like it is for everybody. A lot of wherewithal. I mean, we had to really sustain some tough times.
It cost you your hair, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, well, this was gone before I took the head girls job, but it was a hard journey. There was a lot of heartbreak. I mean, to be honest with you, I thought the 2022 team was maybe as good of a team as I've had.
Good team.
And they weren't able to get it done. It takes some luck. I mean, we were inches away from a half-court heave from Fort Laramie going in, and that's what people don't understand is you've got to be really good, but you've got to get some bounces to go your way too.
Final question, you've been through all that. This year you're on the top of the mountain, and of course you get everybody, that old saying, cliche about targets on your back. You got these young kids that are having to withstand everybody's best shot every night, because you can do all the X's and O's you want. Hey, we're playing the champs tonight. Let's go out and knock them off. And that's a special learning experience for these young kids that are playing for you now.
It is. We feel like year in and year out, we're maybe a game that a lot of people circle on their schedule. So I think our kids are used to getting other teams' best shots, but it is a little bit different.
And you can't practice that. That. You can't practice.
You're going to get everybody's best effort, night in and night out, and some teams can sustain that for 8 minutes. Some teams can sustain it longer than that, and then you'll run into some teams that are really good that can put you to the test for 32 minutes. And we try to get our kids to understand the importance of coming out every night with a want to. We try to make sure our kids also understand that we're trying to play to our standard. Not worrying about what the other team can or can't do. We're trying to play to a certain standard that we want to hold ourselves accountable to. But I think, with a young group, the challenge this year with this group is probably more than any other year, we lost more from last year to this year than any other year since I've been the coach. I do think we've got young talent. I think some of it right now is new young talent that still has to prove themselves. But the teams we play don't care. They're not feeling sorry for Tri-Village and the fact that Tri-Village is young and graduated as much as we did.
When you say this, you're going to get more young talent, because you and I both know success begats success. Culture attracts kids from this community that want to be a part of this, and I congratulate you. And again, I say to the people here in New Madison and the school district, what a beautiful thing this is to look around and be a part of, and good on you.
Oh, thanks, Sonny.
Good on you, and thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate the time. Brad Gray, the head basketball coach at Tri-Village. That wraps up this week's edition of First Person, again sponsored by the Precision Strip Company up in Minster. I'll say it again, give them a call if you're looking for work, looking for an opportunity, whether you're new or you want to change. or you just want to finish up your career, they're great people. And again, we appreciate your support of all we do at Press Pros here. Our 14th year, you said it wouldn't last. 14th year, and all the people who are so kind to write in and tell us about what you like and sometimes what you don't like. We love hearing from you, and we wish you a great 2024 sports season, the conclusion of this year and into the summer and the fall. Until next time, for Precision Strip, thank you for your support, what you do. We'll see you again with another edition of First Person.